readers, the last couple days, I just keep thinking about all of the amazing reading that you shared with me when you did your nonfiction reading. Some of you read soap bottles, some of you read from the backs of toothpaste, some kids read letters, some kids actually found a nonfiction book and just read that. I had a couple kids read recipes. There were so many different things that they were reading. And one student even read a packet of cocoa. It wasn't an open packet of cocoa, and there wasn't a lot that was on it, but the reader could still read the packet and learn a lot. So when they did that, they didn't just read the packet, they also asked some questions, they also investigated it further, and they also thought about what they know about making hot cocoa. I bet you didn't even realize that as you were looking at your nonfiction reading examples, that you were actually doing some really brainy thinking. How many of you have realized that nonfiction reading not only involves reading the words, but also doing a lot of thinking? Go ahead and raise your hand or give me a thumbs up if that's you. So last night I was talking with Mr. Littlejohn about your ability to pay close attention and read in a way that lets you notice things and think a lot. I bragged to him that you're so brainy as readers that you could probably read a penny and get a lot of knowledge from that. I'm hoping I wasn't exaggerating when I told him that. Do you think you could use all that you learned on the last lesson to get a lot of knowledge from a penny? Do you? So, nonfiction readers grow knowledge. They pay attention to details. They put the parts of the text together in their mind. Today, I want to teach you that as readers notice details and try putting things together to learn about a topic, questions often come up, and readers keep those questions in their minds as they read. So we're going to take a moment here and we're just going to take some time to investigate this penny that I have right here. Oh, come on, penny. Brighten up a little bit. All right, so go ahead and I'm going to pause the video and you're just going to look at the penny and share what you notice about this penny. All right, I'm just going to flip this penny over so we can see the back of the penny and see what's happening there. And once again, I'll pause the video and you can tell me what you notice about the back of your penny. So I noticed that as you looked at the penny and read the penny, many of you not only noticed details, putting what you noticed together to learn some things, but you also asked questions. When you saw the man's face on the penny, did any of you ask, who is that? Why is it here? Did anybody do that? Because that's what readers do. They notice, they learn, and they question. To take a moment for us to look at what we read last time about cats and dogs' noses. So last time, we noticed the shapes of their noses, we noticed some of the fur around them, and we noticed some other stuff. And we put what we saw together and developed knowledge that dogs have more sensitive noses than cats. The work we did yesterday is what nonfiction readers do. They try to put things together in their minds. Now let's reread to see if any questions come to mind. So I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then I'll pause and you can ask me your questions and share your questions. Whose nose is best? Knows best? Dogs and cats have super sensing powers that have been passed down from their ancestors. Powerful senses have helped them survive. Some dog breeds can sniff out mold, insects, drugs, and even cancer. Now that's a knowing nose. Sniff, sniff. A dog smells the air. It gets a lot more information from a whiff than we do. Dogs have about 220 million scent cells. That's twice as many as cats and 40 times more than humans. A cell is the basic building block of a living thing. Large plants and animals are made up of trillions of cells. Winner, dogs. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit the pause button now, and you can share the questions that you had about the dogs and cats' noses. One thing I wondered as I was reading this is, who were their ancestors? I don't have an answer to that question, but that's definitely something that I would be curious to learn more about. Who are the ancestors of the dogs? So are you starting to have questions too about this? I'm sure you are. Do you see how noticing the details and raising questions helps us to grow more knowledge about our topic, cats and dog noses? So readers, today, when you are reading your books at home, I want you to share with me in a short video at least 2 questions that you asked. Nobody's going to say, I didn't have any questions. It might start with, I wonder. So I wonder, wonderings are great questions to share with me. Happy reading, friends.